I moved schools last year, and I only knew one person in my grade. It was so overwhelming being in a new place with new people and difficult courses. In most of my AP classes, I was the only student who hadn't previously taken pre-AP, which meant I was really behind. Luckily for me, my only friend in the school happened to be in all of those classes. He made sure I got to know people, and that encouraged me to continue in these courses that I had previously felt like dropping. We would quiz each other and push each other in class. We also came up with a lot of inside jokes. All of these actions made me feel welcome and like I belonged in this new place. His kindness helped me overcome seemingly insurmountable tasks. Because of our friendship, I was able to thrive in and enjoy these tough courses. He made class fun and the experience of moving schools a much better one. When I was in grade 8, I was going through a really rough time and was dealing with mean people at school. I had told an older student, and that day I remember them telling me that they were there for me. This event has really stuck with me over the years because it was so genuine and really showed me that I had people to support me. I will forever remember this moment. When I was in grade 8, I failed my first ever high school science quiz. I was very upset, so I decided to go to the washroom and take a moment to recollect myself. I was close to calling my parents to come pick me up when a girl a few years older than me walked into the bathroom. She noticed how upset I was and asked me why. When I explained the situation, she spent a few minutes comforting me. Even though I didn't know the girl, it was very nice to know that someone cared about my well-being. At the time, this interaction made the seemingly huge Windsor seem a little less scary. Although she may not have thought this would be impactful, her small act of kindness that day gave me a sense of belonging, which made me realize the importance of being kind. Before the pandemic, I remember something someone did that was immensely kind. I was in the cafeteria about to purchase my lunch and saw that I was $1 short. Without hesitation, this girl told me to take some of the change that she had so I could buy my lunch. This made me feel so thankful. She stated I didn't need to pay her back. This made my day 1,000,000 times better, and I will never think twice again about doing an act of kindness. With up to 8 different classes happening at once, it was common to sometimes have multiple tests or quizzes in the same day. Well, there was one time in grade 11 when I had 3 big tests all in one day, and they were each my most challenging classes. It was extremely stressful for me because studying for these tests left me behind on assignments for my other classes as well, and I was feeling much less organized. I didn't tell my friends how stressed I was because I knew there were other people going through the same situation. Then I opened up to one of my friends about how I was feeling, and they helped me study for 2 of my tests. I was extremely thankful for this friend because I did well on my tests, I was less worried, and it helped me make time to catch up in my other classes as well. I was 6 when I moved to Canada with my family. The only thing I knew in English was my name. This language barrier prevented me from making new friends in this new country. I spent my lunches alone because I didn't know how to ask to play, and I watched as other children played games with one another. But then I was introduced to my ELL teacher, and she taught me phrases in English that helped me make friends and communicate with my teacher. I felt relief and joy as I could finally make friends and understand the formerly foreign world around me. I was dealing with something difficult during school when I switched from Sherwood Park to André Piola in grade 7. I was in French immersion and had been since kindergarten, but I remember not understanding anything on my first day. They all spoke in really thick French accents. I was very stressed out and frustrated. I also remember not having nearly as good as French as the others, and I could tell some people were laughing at my French. I felt very alone since it was a new school and everyone already knew each other. I was worried for days, and I remember wanting to change schools again. I didn't want to wake up in the mornings because I hated the feeling of not belonging. That was a very tough part of my life, and I didn't have any confidence or self-respect. After about a week, a group of guys in my grade came up to me and asked if I wanted to hang out with them after school. I was a little bit nervous at first, but I said yes, and I don't regret it. We spoke franglais so that I could practice my French and also understand better. They made sure I felt comfortable and not alone. Them asking me to hang out that day absolutely changed me, and I regained my confidence. That group of boys are some of my best friends now, and I am so thankful for what they did. Well, I remember my first day of school in Canada. I was in grade 10 and I couldn't really speak English. I had a hard time because I was afraid to talk. And most of the time, I couldn't even understand or read my teacher's handwriting on the board. I had days where I would come home and cry. It's not easy to communicate with others when you can't talk. After a month of being at Sea Cove, they transferred me to Windsor. It was almost the same, but I had Miss G's help, and I also met a brother and sister who were in the same situation as me. We became best friends, and we helped each other out. She always told me that we are in this together. We got this. She's really kind, and her brother is always funny. We spent a lot of time together, but we're still too afraid to speak English with others. Miss G would separate us and make us speak to others. Now, I feel better about my English, and I'm not afraid to make mistakes.